do that. I need something. Hey guys, I gotta give this a second, make sure it's gonna kick in. Like I always tell y'all guys, once it gets to 30 seconds, sometimes it'll kick off. So I think the 30-second mark is when it actually starts here. I'm just messing around. What did I do with that? I had two pieces of plastic laying around here. The place is a mess. I went through all my camping stuff yesterday, and it's like, I'm one of those guys. I get everything I need stuffed into one spot, right? And everything else I don't need, I spread out everywhere so I can look at it and see if I'm going to need it maybe, and then move it into the other spot. It makes for a very untidy place at the moment. I see y'all guys. Hey guys, how you doing, everybody? I see Rebecca Blizzard, Kiki, March Maiden, Chris Fisher, Matt Register, Becca B, Kevin Kilborn, Tina Bridges, Brenda Lee, Sophie Stackland, Sharon, Thienson, sorry if I butchered that name, Kathy Redwine. Hey guys, One Funky Note. I love that. That's an awesome name. One Funky Note says, yo, Matt. Hey, Funky Note. How you doing, my friend? Don't make me smile. I've had a tooth problem for the past few days, guys. I'm sorry I went AFK for a while. Y'all guys know I do that every now and then. Sometimes I just need some me time, and other times there's something I'm convalescing through or trying to make it through or something, you know. And like a lot of my friends remind me all the time, you know, we've all got to take care of ourselves, and then we're able to be with each other, you know. And it's like hardest thing for me to remember that sometimes, because I just want to jump on with y'all guys, but lots of times I don't feel it. Like recently, I've had this stupid tooth explode on me, and for the past 3 days, I was really swollen up. You can tell I still have a little swelling in here. I'm on some antibiotics. I've got to wait till the 19th before I can get the tooth filled. That's when my appointment is here at the dentist, and this is a really good dentist. I refuse to go to somebody else because I've gone to some really shady dentists in the past and everything, and being that I've found a good one, I just want to wait. Now, lots of times in the past when I was having to wait through the pain, basically, to get the help, it would start getting to me mentally, right? And if I didn't have the hope right now and know that I've only got to make it to this certain point, I still would, right? I'd be going crazy, all kinds of feelings and negativity and stuff. But having that little bit of hope, having that mark to get to, makes it not so bad. It makes it where I can survive it, you know, without letting it affect the way that I process. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to do a really quick video with y'all guys because I'm still not feeling good. I'm just having to make it through. I went down. I think I did no, I didn't get a post-it. This dang phone doesn't have enough memory on it. For some reason, it keeps chewing up memory every time I put a update into it, right? And I've got down to like where I can use like a minute's worth of video. I've got to get a SD card so I can do more. I had done the short, but I didn't post it. I went down a few days ago when this started to my dentist, and I asked them if we could do an emergency filling. They said that they were just too busy, that they're booked through and everything. Then my dentist took me in, and she did shave off a little bit of the bottom of the tooth that's affected. That way it's not clicking with the other teeth when I close my mouth. It really helped with the pain of just like every day, right? Like while I'm sitting here, while I'm talking to you, when I rest my mouth, it doesn't hurt because it's not clicking. Still though, when I eat, it is like, oh, it's so bad. I'm doing mainly soups, eggs, lots of eggs. Last night I had some chicken that was nice and soft. That was good. And, you know, I was meaning to lose a little weight anyway. That's how I RET'd it, right? I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be on real lean rations for the next like week or so, a little bit over a week. So RET is when we change the way we're thinking about something, we can change the way we feel about that something, right? And so I just told myself, I'm like, yeah, you know, I could skip a couple of meals. I've been meaning to lose a little weight. And so that helps too. But anyway, been focusing a lot on just being mellow. Really, I've got lots of hopes and dreams for the future. Things are going relatively well in most areas. There are some difficulties. There are always difficulties. I'm trying to get those things fixed and worked out and everything. Besides that, just been okay. I was going to go to the mountain while I waited because I got these antibiotics, which should keep it from like swelling up real bad. And I was just going to go ahead and go to the mountain, but I really don't know if I just want to take off for like 2 days and then have to fight the grade to get up it and then back down. And then after the appointment, try and go back up the grade. I mean, it's a lot of stress on my truck. So I'm having to figure out right now what I'm doing, basically. I've had a few friends pitch in some help here recently, which has really helped. I appreciate every single one of y'all guys for donating through Super Thanks, all the help and support you've given me through the mail. Y'all guys totally rock. Right now, the channel is kind of so. I've been making it alone for a long time and just trying to keep things running, right? And with us and what we do, it's been doable. We've kept things going, right? Now I have reached this point and the channel's reached this point where I'm trying to grow, trying to get things to be more successful and all. And I want to thank y'all guys because everything that you've done is above and beyond the call of duty. And it has caused it where the channel's no longer just sitting here. I'm not just sitting here either, right? And it's all actually starting to grow. I'm able to put a little bit of revenue and some time towards the places in my life that I need to adjust to be like a real person, right? To have the things and do the thing. I'm not looking for more than my share, right? I'm just trying to get caught up to being a real person again. And I sure appreciate y'all guys' help and your support. Y'all guys rock. I just want to let you know that, especially here recently, y'all guys have just really supported me and like taking care of those feelings inside. You know how it is? Like we're supposed to be able to take care of those feelings ourselves, I feel, but the support has really helped. I thank y'all guys so much for that. I'm sitting here right now. I want to drop back down in the comments here. T. Shirlezzo. To Shirlezzo. This is off topic. Don't hate me. Yes, okay. Thank you very much. And I am a Christian and everything. I just don't talk about it a lot here on the channel. There's a lot of people are talking about it a lot nowadays. It feels like there's this big shift, and it makes a lot of people who aren't Christians and stuff feel uncomfortable. When makes it feel kind of like this is a sermon instead of just a channel where everybody can go to have fun and everything. And I appreciate your words, your kind words, and your sentiment and everything, my friend. I try and keep things pretty basic here on the channel where it's a place that everyone can enjoy and they don't feel like they're going to church or to some sermon that they didn't sign up for and everything, so appreciate you being out there and all, my friend. Tina, hey Tina, talking to Rebecca talking to Brenda, Kathy Redwine to Rebecca. Hey, Robert Gaylor's in the house, guys. Hey, Robert, check this out. I want you to see something, my friend. I'm carrying that knife you sent me. It's a really good knife, man. I thank you so much. This one, the Scalbard knife I carry all the time, is my go-to. But recently, I started needing a backup because, I've noticed this one every now and then will fall out of the case. I've got to get, a snap or something on there. So, Robert, I've been carrying the blade that you sent me, my friend. That's a heck of a blade right there, and I really appreciate it. It's an excellent backup. I use it mainly for my town stuff here because it's really made well, and so it's kind kind of heavy, and you know, when you're out in the forest and stuff, every ounce counts, right? So I normally just use this as a town knife, and then when I go up on the mountain, I leave it stashed in my truck. But I wanted to thank you, and also some of the cold weather stuff that you sent, Robert, has gone to people around town here recently. Just about a month ago, I gave some of the supplies that you sent to me to a guy who really needed it, and I get to see him around town every now and then. So he's doing better and all. You know, it's hard for all of us to survive out here, and so that little bit of help always is appreciated by everybody. You know, so just want to let you know, Robert. And there's a few more of y'all guys also shout out. I can't list y'all guys by name, but that have sent stuff in for people who needs it, and we have been able to hand some stuff out here recently. I just wanted to catch y'all guys up on that. Like as always, when I click on here, I don't really know what I'm going to talk to you about, so we just talk, you know, guys. Thank you, Rebecca. Hey, Nova's in the house. What's up, Nova? Nova's saying hey to Marcia. Marcia's in the hola, Marcia. Marty B, what up, bro? Long time. Hey, Gypsy. Let's see, Josh is in the house. Joshua, let go, smash the like button. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, y'all guys have been killing it with the likes and stuff, too. It's helped so much with the channel. And thank you guys for reminding people, too. I always tell you, you know, I watch all these videos I really enjoy and people I enjoy watching them from. And I always forget to smash the like button. So I've told you this before. Sometimes I'll remember and I'll go back and I'll go through like my watch history and try and find those guys, right? And I'm like, boom, boom, boom. So appreciate the like hitting, guys. Suzanne Mills, hope the pain goes away soon. Thank you, Suzanne. That's me too. That's the main thing. You know, pain is something that we've dealt with as humans and all the animals too, you know, since like the beginning of time. It's something that's been thought of differently than it ever has been in our modern time and everything. You know, and so pain is hard to live through. I find the worst thing about pain is that when we're in pain, nobody else feels it, right? And so it's hard for others to sympathize or to want to really help with it. It's easier to let somebody just suffer through it than it is to really empathize and stuff. And it's a difficult issue. It's a difficult thing, you know, especially as society becomes more and more involved in the individual's choices for life and quality of life, you know. Lots of ibuprofen, and then the antibiotics are helping keeping the swelling down. So that's good, you know. Thank you. I am, okay, talking to Jamie. See, shout out to the mods. Okay, cool. Michigan Tim is in the house. What up, Tim? Tim saying hey to Rebecca. Let's see, Laura, hey to Marty B. Midge, how you doing, Midge? Yeah, cloves helps. Yeah. Thank you, Midge. Buffy, hi, Buffy. How you doing? Julie Gandorf. Hey, Julie. We love you, Matt. How people want to get married to you. LOL. I couldn't imagine why. But thank you. And so my life is a mess. I'm a mess. I got no prospects. You know, that's why I try and remind people. I'm like, I've got no prospects. That's one thing about life I find too, that it's cool to see some of the younger people. Like I watch these videos where I try and stay kind of in the zeitgeist and in the idea of all the different people on the internet, right? And it's neat seeing that the younger people, some of them are gravitating more towards the idea of taking care of themselves and becoming stable in their own world before trying to bring somebody else into their world or be part of someone else's world. You know what I mean? And in the large way, that's my thing, is I'm just trying to find a niche in this world where I can be successful before really trying to grow or change. You know what I mean? Add anything to my life. Because at this time, I can't do much for anybody but myself, really. You know, I'm just trying to get on my feet, get successful, get into a groove where I know that I can handle things in life, as that preparedness. And then, like I said, I respect a lot of the younger people nowadays who have kind of caught to that we've got to be okay for ourselves and everything, before we can really be okay with others. Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Hey, Matt and Jamie. Hey, Cindy. Jamie's in the house right now. She's moderating from the computer. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Robert saying hey to Marty B. Marcia saying hey to Laura and Marty. MBM. Hey, MBM. Long time. Hi, Matt. Glad you're on antibiotics and staying close to home. Hope your pain goes away. Thank you, MBM. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, no, there's nothing worse than getting out there into the middle of nowhere and then all of a sudden having health problems. For me, dental issues are a big trigger. I've had massive dental problems my entire life. My dad was very poor, and we lived out in the middle of nowhere and everything. I've had periods in my life where, like, for weeks, I've had a swollen face from bad toothaches, and it can be quite triggering, really, at times, So I try and do the things now that make it not so bad. And honestly, the last thing I want to do is get out into the forest and then have an issue. Now, my dentist was really cool. So like I said, she gave me the prescription because first I had an abscess, and then second, I explained to her that my work is basically out in the forest. I go out for like weeks and stuff, and then I can't get back because of just issues of how my business runs, basically, and that I was really worried that I was going to get up there and it was just going to explode on me. So yeah, she gave me those, and I am clear to be able to go out into the forest. I could go adventuring. Honestly, guys, too, at the same time, I'm not eating very well right now. I'm basically on what I would call a fast. It's like a small fast, Now, the important thing about fasting, some people fast for as much as like 40 days, and I've definitely done that in the past. Not by choice, right? But I've definitely fasted for like prolonged amounts of times. This one being like 9 days isn't that bad. The most important thing to remember with a fast is to get as much nutrition as we can, and also to keep our electrolytes up. When people go through fasting periods and stuff, lots of times they don't know anything about what they're doing, and that can cause a lot of bodily harm, health issues. The electrolytes are the most important part. If we run out of electrolytes while we're fasting and stuff, we could wind up having seizures, strokes. It could cause undue stress on our internal organs, stuff like that. And this isn't a total no food fast. I mean, I am eating as much as I possibly can, especially like soups and stuff, But my belly is used to having some real chow in it, right? And really working for it. So yeah, my tummy is all upset right now. Remember though, if you're fasting, electrolytes. Yeah. Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I saw someone mentioning clove oil works. Okay, cool. Very cool, Sharon. Thank you. Marty talking to Robert. Nana K, what's up, Nana? Hey, everyone. Yes, right on. Yes. Take ibuprofen for teeth and milkshakes for food. Had teeth issues for a while, and it's miserable. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Nana. Yes, I take ibuprofen as well. It's my main staple when it comes to pain. And then I drink a lot of protein shakes. I got into protein shakes when I started working out again. I missed the gym between y'all and I haven't gone in a month. I can feel it. My arms are starting to get smaller. It's like I just don't feel the energy and stuff. But I am still drinking my protein shakes right now, which really helps. I always try and remember, though, that those protein shakes are lean protein. Humans need the fat protein as well. So like the fat on the steak and stuff, you can get some of that stuff from a plant-based diet. You just have to eat a lot more of it. And as we all know, teeth are made for grinding if we're doing a plant-based diet, right? And when we have dental issues, the grinding technique is not a very good one. But I'm getting off track. Yeah, when we have a lot of protein, it's important to have the fat-based protein as well. That gives us the stuff that we need. I don't remember. I've been watching a lot of videos and stuff on it, but I can't remember it enough to really be able to quote it back to you. But there's something called that's why it's protein poison, right? And that'll occur when we're eating a lot of lean proteins and we're not getting the fat protein in there too. It's a form of, I want to say ketosis, but it's cellular ketosis. Don't quote me. Google it. If you're super interested, Google it. Like I said, I'm still doing the studying. I don't have the knowledge to be able to dump consciously and tell you, no, this is how it is, But I always tell y'all guys, Google every single thing I say, I Google everything anybody says. I as a kid took everybody's word on everything, right? And there were all these people that knew stuff, right? And they knew for sure. And I knew for sure they knew for sure by how confident they were when they said it, right? And then I grew up and I started repeating those things and found out that those guys were idiots. That the only thing they had was confidence in what they were saying and absolutely no life experience. So, now I learn everything. If somebody says something, I'm like, I'm going to double check that, I think. So, don't fact check, right? Due diligence. Yeah. So it's not so bad until I smile. Honestly, the abscess is right up in here is what it is. So when I smile, it pushes all that up in there and I'm like, oh goodness. But what else is going on? Not much. Oh, I've got my mechanic's going to be working on, and shout out to my mechanic. He's going to be working on my car pretty soon. I'm hoping to get that fixed. I've got a problem with the rear end. It's the axle bearing. Yes, so we're replacing the axle bearing. And then next I gotta save up some money so I can do the front shocks, but it's drivable as soon as I get the axle bearing fixed, so that's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna do the painting ourselves. My other buddy down here, David, here in town, he's the guy that he also helps me get some of the help the less fortunate stuff out, help the homeless stuff out, right? He's got a little garage down here he's gonna let me paint in. The wind is just too bad out here and you can't paint when it's windy with like a rattle can or the spray can, so he's gonna let me pull in there. I'm nocturnal anyway, so he was like, well, I use it during the day, you're welcome to use it anytime you want at night. And I'm like, okay, cool, man. So that's gonna be really cool. So shout out to my friend David too. It's getting hot here in this trailer, guys. I'm not gonna be able to stick around for much longer. Got a couple projects. This is, I don't know if y'all guys remember, about a year ago when I was living down at the shop, Michael and I went out to a place where this lady had a whole bunch of stuff that people had left out of her place, trailers and boats and all kinds of junk stuff and everything, and she let us pick through the area and all. We did videos about it. I don't know if y'all guys remember, I found the little katana out there, and it was really busted. I mean, if you look, people were actually sword fighting with this thing, right? So it's like the blade is all chipped up. It's made kind of a sawtooth though, so I kind of don't mind it. And it's been through the ringer. I like things that have been through the ringer, probably because I've been through the ringer too, So I'm in the process of mending it right now. I always, with my katanas, I take the handle off. I know it's pretty and it looks cool and it's an excellent grip and all. I always take the handle off and then I build my own handle. And so my friend Mr. T sent me a spool of this. It's real leather, which is hard to come by these days. This spool of real leather string or strapping or whatever. And so I'm just redoing the handle here right now. What I do, if you ever want to do a project like this, what I've learned is that because it's so flat, I still want something that'll fit in my hand, and something that's like rounded, that's just such a better fit, right? So what I'll do is I try and find a couple pieces of board, like the really thin stuff, or cardboard will work in a pinch. It's just you don't want your sword to get wet because that cardboard will start dissolving a little bit and it'll change shape. But what I do is I'll take two pieces and I put one piece down like this and then another piece down like this, and then I wrap that. It's not perfectly round, but it does widen the blade enough that it gives you a really good handhold. And yeah, so I just like it. It's my next project. And it's my shorter sword too. I've got a longer sword. This is a shorter one. The Spartans used shorter swords than the rest of Greece, and I forget who it was, but one of their enemies was taunting them before battle and was like, "Boy, you Spartans sure have short swords, right?" And the general in charge, he goes, "Yeah, they're long enough to reach our enemy." And I just think that's cool about the Spartans, you know. But yeah, it's a good little sword, and it's gonna be really nice once I get it fixed up. Yeah, I guess. Guys, that's about all I have. Like I said, I just wanted to jump in here and let you know I'm still alive, still persevering through, and how much all of y'all have helped me so much, not just in the past few years, but now at the same time. I just really appreciate you. I'm going to try and get into the comments and answer y'all guys back and all. Sometimes if I sit there on the phone too long and all, it starts to kind of get to me. So it's just part of my not always being online. And then why I don't feel good too. It's really hard to just sit there and comment back and all. I try and do it at night on my laptop. It makes it easier, you know, and I feel really bad because I can spend like an hour commenting back and then there's still so many comments that I don't get a respond to. I always read them because that's so much easier and I try to respond, you know. But anyway, I just want to thank y'all guys for being there. Thanks for everything that you've done for me and everything you've done for each other. Like I say a lot of times, I look here in the chat at y'all guys sharing your lives and your stories and your successes and your failures, and it really makes me feel that we've built something here that is good, a place that people can go to get away from all the stuff of the media and of the current mindset, you know. It's our little community. It's neat. It's like a town. It really is like a town because I see y'all guys pop in and I know who's a resident. I know who vacations here. I know who's just passing through, and it's pretty dang cool. So I'll try and pop in the next couple days, let y'all guys know what's up. When I start adventuring, I'm going to be offline now and then, and I won't really be able to let y'all guys know ahead of time and stuff a lot. It's just, I don't like people knowing when I'm not here or anything, you know, because I've got other people in my life now and everything, and I just kind of want to keep things a little bit more private when it comes to where I am at a specific time, basically, if that makes sense. But we got adventures coming, and it's going to be cool. We're going to go tear up a lot of stuff. This last one I know was really just a light, get us started 3-day adventure. This next one, though, is going to be really, really cool. We're going to be building shelters, building booby traps, talking about apocalypse stuff. I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff that I do that I don't talk about a lot, safety-based and everything. I want to talk more about some of the medicines that I've discovered over the past couple years as I've studied. Like a lot of it is Native American stuff that grows out in your yard, and yet we don't really know about the advantages it has over, like, you know, prescription meds and stuff. What's it called? Alternative things to eat, different kinds of foods, bugs, had the best way to cook ants, just stuff like that. You know, we're just gonna go out and tear it up. There's one thing I thought of too. Should I see if it works? I should probably see if it works before I bring it up first. Yeah. Maybe not. Okay, I've gotten this idea about using a stop animation way of filming like they did back in the day, like Jim Henson or something, the stop animations, in showing how to hunt, basically, or the theorem of hunting, where I use, so like it's illegal to hunt when it's not legal to hunt, right? You need licenses, things have to be in season, blah blah blah. If I were to use a stop animation form of videography, whatever the word is, I I could make the food that I have, like let's say this thing of Vienna sausages, right? I could make it appear to be like a squirrel, right? This would be like a squirrel, right? And in the stop animation, have it moving around. I want to explain the difficulties of hunting a squirrel, how it must have been before modern weapons, what I would do, try out some booby traps, stuff like that, and all the while without having to actually have a real animal involved in it at all. It'll get me out of a lot of trouble I could get into if I tried to do it the other way, and it could be really visually stimulating. I hope. You know how it is when you come up with these concepts and in real life it's like, okay, that was just stupid. But yeah, you'll see what I mean later. I think it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna be cool. I came up with the idea for my Neanderthal project because I need a way to explain how I figured this out, how I feel it works, how I feel it was through history and stuff. Oh, also, yes, I do get credit every now and then in comments about the way I pronounce Neanderthal. That's something that has started just recently. You see, the TH in Neanderthal is not pronounced. The H is actually silent, making the T stand for itself. We've just mispronounced it for all this time and everything. So nowadays we say Neanderthal as just a way of changing, one, using it correctly, and two, changing kind of like the way it's been used in the past, if that makes sense. So yeah, the H is silent. It took me a long time to get used to saying Neanderthal as well. I still feel stupid sometimes when I'm talking to people that don't know, and that's why I just figured I would explain it, because yeah, at first it sounds dumb. It really, really does, right? But after a while, though, it's kind of catchy. It's tall, something I will never be. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a tall man. That's just the way it is. I will catch y'all guys later. Don't make me smile. Let's see, how are y'all doing? Lori, hit the like. Thank you, Lori. Carrie, Sasquatch. Yes, I'm a believer. I'm not a stone cold believer, but I am a believer, and I've seen and heard stuff. I believe. Check out my last video, Suzanne. Actually, it's a 3-minute short Jamie and I did in spring. We found this shelter thing. It was probably a gold miner like 100 years ago, but it's very interesting because Jamie found on the internet another couple structures people have found and believe they might be Bigfoot, and they're built the same way. There's a tree where one limb comes out, and then there are poles leaned off of it in these two directions, like a lean-to, basically, right? And maybe it's just a way that trappers used to build a small structure, you know, a couple 100 years ago or something. Maybe it's Bigfoot. I know they're small, and Bigfoot's supposed to be really big, but maybe there are breeds that are really small. I don't know. You know, I do want to go search more and stuff. And it may be something I use, the way the structure is built. I might kind of like adopt it into some of my structures. A Mom's Life. Have a great evening, Matt and Jamie. Thank you, Moms. Kathy, Matt, you missed 2 birthdays. Oh, are there birthdays in here, Kathy? Hold on, guys. Hold on. We got birthdays. Okay, I'm hold. Kathy, would you please let me know the names of the people who have birthdays, and we'll do a quick birthday song. Hi, Kurt. Yes, Carissa and Jenny. Teresa and Jenny. Okay, here we go, guys. Teresa and Jenny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Teresa and Jenny. Happy birthdays to you. And many more. Yay. Happy birthday. And thank you so much for sharing it here with us. I still feel that this is one of the most special things that we can do with each other because birthdays are so special. They're a celebration of our first day here for our limited time on this planet. and all of the promise that we have. I hope that it has been a beautiful birthday. Lessons from last year that can be applied to the next year, triumphs over difficulties, difficulties that can be triumphed over, loved ones, and of course, cake. Thank you for being here with this community and for sharing it with us. Hoorah. Haha. Looking forward to singing y'all guys another happy birthday next year too. All right. So thanks guys for being there. Never give up, never surrender. And remember, sometimes keep your sword close. Bye. I'll see y'all in a few days.